Hello, my name is Dr. Janelle Love. I have a practice in Arnold, Maryland, and I practice regenerative and functional medicine. I attended Emory University Medical School in Atlanta, Georgia. I did a family practice residency in Florida and Virginia and became board certified in family practice. I was in solo practice since 1999, and over the years have discovered there are other things that make people better besides prescriptions. I notice with a lot of patients, it seems if you put them on one medication, then they have side effects and you have to give them another medication. So I started looking at the root cause of problems for patients, and I ended up attending a lot of conferences. I think one year I went to 10 conferences. I was gone just about every month, learning about what's called functional medicine, and I am in the fellowship program for regenerative and functional medicine, and I'm getting a master's degree currently in metabolic and nutritional medicine. I see patients that have chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, heavy metal toxicity, ADHD, ADD, learning disabilities, food allergies, whether it's immediate reaction food allergies or delayed reactions, sort of food sensitivities. I see a lot of people with autoimmune conditions, and with those patients we can usually figure out what the underlying cause is and actually correct those issues. One of my special interests has been autism. My son was actually diagnosed with autism years ago, and sort of what brought me into the functional medicine world. And back in 1970, the stats for autism was 1 in 10,000. A few years ago, it was 1 in 100, and now it's about 1 in 35, I believe, due to a recent Korean study. So it's pretty scary what's actually happening to our children out there. I think they're the canary in the coal mines, as they say, and they're letting us know our environment is actually very toxic. And I have a large autistic population who is doing very well. I have many children who have actually gotten off the autistic spectrum. I have children who no longer have an IEP, which is a legal document they have in the school system, because we figured out their underlying issues, their gut issues, the inflammatory issues that occur in the body, and have corrected those. And parents are quite happy with that, of course, and so are the kids. We do offer detox therapies, whether it's oral, suppository, lotion, IV therapies to actually remove toxic substances from the body. We do follow a lot of different protocols and safety procedures during those sessions. When we investigate the cause of a particular issue a patient has, I do anything from salivary testing, blood testing, urine testing, stool testing, hair testing, many different parts of the body. A lot of the testing that we do is actually done by specialty laboratories because we can look more at the body's biochemistry and underlying function. And a lot of the different laboratories can understand those parameters and give a lot of good feedback for those results. One of my special interests is bioidentical hormone therapy. I have a lot of men and women who come in who have no libido and can't sleep and feel like their emotions are out of control. They just don't feel like they used to. Maybe they're having trouble losing weight. So that's one of the aspects I do look into, and balancing all of the hormones together is very important. I do spend a lot of time on education with patients and working on those different avenues to get them better. I also do phone consults for people who live at a distance. However, they do have to come into the office at least once a year for a complete evaluation. During the phone consults, we actually go over patients' symptoms, test results, any questions they may have, and I find it a lot easier for some patients, especially if they have children, because it is difficult to take care of kids and then go into the doctor's office to follow up for different test results. So patients have really appreciated the fact that we can do some of our work actually over the telephone. If you'd like to know more about our practice, please go to www.drjanellelove.com, and you'll find more information there, including our contact information. Thank you.